I'd like to start off by thanking all the coaches in this room, every last one of them, from the club coaches who are now parents and watched me use the headlock for 9 years in spite of what they taught me, and all the coaches here now that I spent my 4 years in high school with. And on top of that, I'd like to thank all the parents, coming out to support something that we do that most people can't say they'd spend a minute of their life watching. But you come out every weekend and spend 9 to 12 hours of your day sitting with your hands doing nothing. So I appreciate that. But you know, I never considered what was to come to the future and said I can't wait for my turn to give my speech at my last wrestling banquet because I didn't think it would come so soon. I didn't think I'd be standing in front of everyone I grew up with for 9 years. Looking back, I had a remarkable ride, but I'm not sure I can call it a career, because a career would imply that I had some sort of end goal, something I wanted to achieve, but to be honest, I never really did. I took it as it was and I went with the flow, and the closest thing I had to the plan was hanging out with all my friends at practice every day. But around all of you, around all my second family, I felt like I belonged somewhere besides home. And that was just it. So no, I wouldn't say that I had a career. I had a passion that I chose to pursue with my friends. And it was us in the room wrestling every day that lit the fire beneath our feet that told us to push harder and achieve something besides just being in that room. And I realized then I wasn't happy with just being all right at the sport anymore. I realized I wanted something much bigger than that, and personally, I think I achieved it. I achieved something greater than myself, and greater than a good record, and greater than a good season. I gained the ability to see those around me who weren't related by blood as my brothers, regardless of what anyone says. And again, I have all of you to thank for that. You may remember seeing me after Team States, our match against Davison, my final match with all of you by my side. And you might remember seeing me cry. And I thank you all for being my family. And I mean that. And even now, thinking all the memories we made together, it hurts my chest. And it hurts my heart because this banquet is it. It's the last time I turned in my warm-ups. Last time I put down my shoes. The last time I put down my A6 bag. This is the last time a wrestler ever signed all you guys. And I'm gonna miss it. Well, let's take a step back. As a senior, I'd like to think I left some sort of a legacy. And in the wrestling room, I left behind a single move that I think all of you guys know before me even say anything. It's infamously known as the Wabi. And to be honest, for the next 20, 30 years, I don't think it'll ever be called the headlock again. But besides that, you let me lead you as a friend, and you let me lead you as a captain. And before now, I'm not sure I knew what it meant to lead. You guys taught me a lot of that. So I'm gonna wear that on my sleeve for the rest of my life. It's something to be proud of. This team is something I'm proud of. So you guys better make the best of the 4 years you have, because they go by quicker and quicker every year. And that's a promise. They won't slow down for you to enjoy your senior year more than your junior, sophomore, or freshman. Make the best of every year and wrestle each tournament like it's your last on the mat, because you never know when the last time you strap those shoes on are going to be. So wear the title of wrestler like a badge, and wear it proud. Because the title wrestler can't be passed down from father to son, and the title wrestler can't be bought at the nearest convenience store to you. You earn that title with your own blood, your own sweat, your own tears, and therefore you will own that title for the rest of your life. So be proud of what you have accomplished, or someone else will. I need to have one more thank you for all the coaches in the room, from the days as a kid to now, spending every weekday and weekend with me, shaping me into the person I am now. I honestly don't know who I'd be without you. And I have one last, final, humble thank you to my own personal cheerleader, my dad. I'd like to thank my father for being the one to push me out of the nest so I could learn to fly on my own. Taking me to every practice growing up, and to pushing me to lift weights, to being at every last tournament, whether it was snow or sun, rain or hail, he was there. He loved me when I hated him. He cared for me when I cursed at him, and he supported me even when I distanced myself from him. Because you see, I might be able to outgrow you in height, but I'll never be able to outgrow the contribution you made to me as a person. And I'll never outgrow the things you did for me, even when I wasn't looking. So I hope I made you proud. I love you all, and thank you for being my second family.